What up, homie? My name's Dave, and I put out new videos every week to help you get the girls you want and become the man you're meant to be. And listen, I know a lot of you guys live at home or you just have bad logistics, like you live outside the city or whatever, and it's really hard for you to take girls back to your place. I was actually in that same situation for years in my early 20s, not just living at home with my parents, but also living like an hour away from most of the girls I was hanging out with. And so I figured out the solution, which was to bring girls back to their place. Obviously, it's easier said than done, so today I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it so you can make that happen and start getting girls no matter where you're living at. Let's get into it.
We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love?
So this might sound crazy, but the process of going back to the girl's place actually starts before you even leave your own house. Most likely you're gonna be driving either to the venue you're gonna meet her for the date, or to the venue you're gonna be going out, like the bar, the club, to go pick up girls. So if you're gonna stay overnight at a girl's place, you're gonna need to find a place to put your car so it doesn't end up being this big pain in the ass. Back in my day, I used to have to find parking garages, like the cheapest ones. It was always annoying. But now they have this app called Spot Hero, which basically shows you these makeshift parking lots all over the city that you can put your car. You can easily extend it if you're gonna stay more hours than you initially thought. And it's sort of the perfect solution if you're gonna be staying randomly overnight at a girl's place. So yeah, do your research beforehand. That way you're prepared if you do win, because that's what really this is about. It's about planning to win, assuming that you're gonna win, instead of being surprised if you do take the girl back and being all screwed up.
You are the stranger in the corner on the second floor. You're the girl next door, the girl next door, the stranger.
Next up, you're gonna wanna find out a very key piece of information, which is her logistics. So if you're talking to a girl that you just met at the club, some of the things you're trying to figure out are: what part of town does she live in? Does she have work super early in the morning? Does she have roommates? Is she there with her roommates? You're basically trying to piece together her logistical puzzle within like that first 10 to 15 minutes of the conversation to figure out, okay, is it gonna be possible to bring her back to her place, or is it not gonna be likely? I see way too many guys wasting their time, dragging out these interactions with girls they can't bring home, when they'd have a lot better night if they just cut those interactions short and talk to girls that they could bring home. Now let's say instead of talking to a girl for the first time at the bar, you're trying to set up a date with her. Well, in this case, you're still trying to figure out those same types of logistics if you haven't already figured them out in person, and you're trying to do it through text message. So you're trying to subtly drop in the text conversation, figure out like what part of town does she live in? Does she have roommates? What's her situation? Assuming she does have her own spot or she lives with roommates or something, you're gonna wanna plan the date as close to her place as possible. This is gonna make it a lot more seamless to go back to her place afterwards. Now, if she does also live with her parents, you gotta be careful because you don't wanna get your ass kicked by her dad.
Cause you and I, we got the vibe, yeah, you and I, still got the vibe.
So I hate to break it to you, but just because a girl has good logistics doesn't mean she's just gonna go home with you. Oh, for real? You live alone and nearby? Let's get out of here. You're still gonna get her mentally ready to go home with you, and so what you gotta do is you gotta flirt, you gotta get her attracted, and you gotta earn some of her trust. A few simple things you can do are talk about some more sexual fun topics, like maybe some of her biggest adventures. Talk to her about dancing, like maybe she likes to salsa dance, a little bit of rhythm. You can even talk to her about her favorite kinds of music. And what all these types of topics are gonna do is allow you to dive a little bit deeper, figure out what type of girl she really is, allow you guys to share stories with each other, and earn each other's trust. You can also use these things to seed the pull. So if y'all are talking about dancing, you can joke about how you're gonna have to show her some of your beginning salsa moves later on. And based on how she responds to that, you're gonna know, okay, she's getting more ready for me to go for the pull and try to take her home. Or you're gonna know, okay, I have a little bit more work to do. Now, bro, if you wanna drastically improve your flirting skills and be able to make it things sexual with any girl, then I got something awesome for you. How to Beast and I have been running our mentorship program for the last month, and dudes in it have really been crushing it. Getting a bunch more online matches, getting both in-person and video dates, and just having a ton of fun and making some big progress. Now the program was actually all filled up, but because there's been so much demand for it, we've actually decided to create a second group and open up an additional 10 more spots in the program. So if you want to be a part of that and you want to have How to Beast and I personally mentor you to achieve your dating goals, to keep you accountable, and to give you all the tools you need to be successful with women, then all you gotta do is hit the first link in the description, fill out the quick application, and if we think you're a good fit, we'll get back to you. Let's make it happen, bro.
Don't let the moment pass us by. Just trust that the universe is right. 'Cause we
So you know her logistics are on point and she's feeling you, you got her feeling good. What do you do next? Well, some guys would be like, bro, well, this is the time where I'm gonna bring her to the corner of the club and make out with her for 30 minutes. That's a great move. Wrong. That's stupid. What you wanna do instead is make the move, and that's gonna look something like this. You know what? Let's get out of here.
Where are we going?
Adventure.
Okay.
You said you live downtown, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's head over there. I'll show you some of those salsa moves we talked about.
Okay.
All right, cool. I'll call the Uber.
Now, bro, this is something I've done more times than I can count, and I can promise you it works really well on 2 conditions. First, you gotta do it with confidence. You gotta be sure of yourself if you want her to follow your lead. Basically, you gotta assume she's down. If she senses even a little bit of doubt, she's gonna pull back, your chances are gonna be kaput, and you're gonna be sitting there with your dick in your hand. The second thing is you gotta realize that it's not a big deal to go back to her place. You're not imposing, you're not crossing the line, you're just leading her, you're moving the interaction forward, and that's exactly what she wants to do as part of her experience with a cool guy. So you're actually making her night, you're making her experience, you're making her date a lot better and more enjoyable by doing this, by doing something that most other guys are afraid to do. But of course, if you even want to get things to this point, you gotta be able to pick up girls in the first place. And for that, bro, I recommend checking out this playlist right here. It's gonna show you exactly how to pick up girls at bars and clubs so you can take them home and bring them back to their place. Let's keep it going. I'll see you right there, homie.